You would have to understand who Muhammad Ali was, but not just that. To understand Floyd Mayweather as it relates to boxing. Now, we can do this in every subject. So this is not just I'm taking boxing singularly. We can do this in science, arts, whatever, geography, history. What I'm saying is that to understand the present, you have to understand the past in order to understand who's coming after Floyd Mayweather. So to study this fight today with Floyd Mayweather is not just to study Floyd Mayweather. It is to study where Floyd Mayweather came from and who will be following in Floyd Mayweather's footsteps. You have to understand Muhammad Ali. I'm just coming from Louisville. Powerful experience. The home. I visited Muhammad Ali's home while there. I have it all on DVD. Muhammad Ali, who said that knowledge of history leads to self-respect. Muhammad Ali. But to understand Muhammad Ali, you have to understand Joe Louis. And to understand Joe Louis, you have to understand Jack Johnson. But to understand Jack Johnson, you have to understand the Nubian warriors of the ancient world who understood what you do when you are serious about your freedom. They do a physical. There's also a mental and a spiritual and a soulful revolution occurring where we have to free ourselves. So I often think of Harriet Tubman, who was the conductor of the Underground Railroad that freed our bodies. I consider myself a conductor on the Underground Railroad that's attempting to free our African minds. And to do that, we have to study history. The next time we're together, family, and I'll be putting posts up when we'll do this episode number 3, we're going to be looking at language. But right now, the importance of history. And I'd like to end with Professor John Hendricks Clark's statement on history that I heard him say. He said that history is like a clock that people use to tell their political time of day. He said that history was a compass that people use to find themselves on the map of human geography. Family, we have to live no distractions. Keep your eye on what it is that you need to do. Keep on keeping on. It ain't over till we win. Hotep. Hotep family, Kaba Hiawatha. As you know, we've been doing these episodes on Saturdays. And this is what we're calling Series 1. And it's focusing on an overview, I think, at least, of where we need to be going here now in 2017, approaching the first fifth of the 21st century. There are things we need to know. Looking at the work of, for instance, episodic and holistic history coming from a comparative analysis. And what we did in episode 1, we spoke about episodic and corrective history. We spoke about something that Dr. Sheikh Anta Diop wrote in his books, Civilization or Barbarism, in his chapter on why cultural identity, because that's where we really should start. Why cultural identity? That, as I said before, is one of the questions I always get from people, but particularly children. And children in their purest form want to know certain things. They want answers. And so when we look at why cultural identity, Dr. Diop says, of course, there are 3 factors. And one of them is what we spent time last episode on, which was the 3 things that people take from you when they want to oppress you. And it doesn't make a difference what your culture.